Say what is going on, guys? It's your boy Bailey from Play Gaming for Fun. Here are the gameplay that I'd promised some people I'd be uploading. It is a 46 and 12. I have cut and fast forwarded a little bit of it because it was like 13 minutes long, and by cutting it down I only got down to like 10 and a half. I normally don't upload videos this long, but since the gameplay was pretty good and something that I'd done myself, it's probably the best gameplay I've gotten like ever. And the best one I have on Advanced Warfare so far, so I had to upload the whole thing. I'm actually not that bad at this game. My KD is improving very quickly. A lot of that comes down to the fact that this is the first Call of Duty that I've actually used a headset on and can actually hear things, which is apparently changing my playing style a lot. But we are here to talk about the Xbox One. It was year one yesterday. They reached the birthday. They celebrated it with having Sunset Overdrive free for 24 hours. Now, Dylan had texted me, it seemed like in a rapid frenzy, and he was like, Sunset Overdrive is free on Saturday. Well, most people didn't catch on, I guess, right away at the fact that it wasn't free, like free forever. It was just free for 24 hours, which really bites. So you could download it and then only play for 24 hours. A lot of people on Reddit got pissed because, you know, some can't even download it in 24 hours. Their internet's not fast enough. So I didn't even bother with it because 24 hours, I figured, you know, if it were 2 days, I would have probably bothered to play it. Sunset Overdrive doesn't look that bad, so I probably would have bothered. But that's what they did for the birthday thing yesterday. And I guess they have more stuff on the way for the Xbox One's birthday. There's been emails going out between yesterday and, again, some today and possibly also some on Monday that have like free stuff in for the birthday celebration. So I guess people are kind of expecting like DLC. I don't necessarily know that the games you're getting DLC for are games that you own. I don't know how they're figuring that. And supposedly some free copies of Limbo are going out. I was not aware that Limbo was out on the Xbox One yet. And I don't think a lot of people were, because a lot of people were getting the codes for like, is this a preload or is this the full game? Is it playable today or what? And I guess they were finding out it is playable today. Limbo is out on the Xbox One. Limbo is a great game. Now, I played it on the 360. It's not something I would play on next gen. It's not GTA 5, and the graphic difference isn't really going to make an effect on a 2D side scroller. So the fact that Limbo is a potential free giveaway in this email isn't something too exciting to me since I've already played it. But if you haven't played it yet, again, a great game. But also going out in those emails were, I guess, posters that said 1 year happy birthday Xbox or something. It was a poster. Probably costs you like $5 to print all the ink on the poster, and people were printing it and they were like, this is lame. Where's my free game code? You know, give me something, Microsoft. I guess they really weren't doing it. So not everybody gets the free stuff. Check your emails between before Monday. You should have something, or at least by the end of the day Monday. If you don't, that means you don't get anything, and I guess that's happening too. But it supposedly goes out to everybody over the age of 17 who has bought an Xbox One before November 11th of this year. You don't have to be a day one person. A lot of people thought you had to have the Xbox day one. Now that I've rambled about Microsoft's promotions, what I was actually really going to talk about was, you know, how the Xbox has changed over the course of the year, and if it's something worth getting, because I think a lot of people coming into the holiday season are trying to decide, you know, PS4 or Xbox One, or hold on. I saw that on Reddit. Somebody said, you know, should I just hold on to my 360? Are these last gen copies of the games going to be decent? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And Far Cry 4 was one of the ones that somebody brought up, 360 versus Xbox One comparison. I think right there is a good example of a huge graphical difference that can be seen between the two copies. And something like Assassin's Creed Rogue versus Assassin's Creed Unity aren't really the same game. And I think coming forward, that's going to be something that we're going to see more and more of, is maybe split titles like that. But then again, that does take a lot of work. But if you have two developers, I think we could see things like that, because there is a large install base on the 360 and the PS3 still. So I think we'll see people continuing to develop for those, whether or not they'll be the true game or if they'll be shoved through another provider, such as how they did with Titanfall, like they did with Advanced Warfare. That could happen as well. But as far as online, just overall system, just everything about the Xbox One hasn't really improved that much. I mean, they've done a lot of updates, they've added a lot of features, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the Xbox One is still kind of broken. And I say that because the party chat is a disaster. Maybe it's just me, but anytime that me and my friends try to use the party chat, it is broken. We have problems constantly with people not being able to talk, with us not being able to talk, with not being able to hear people. We're constantly leaving, rejoining a party just to try and get to be able to talk. And on the 360, this was never this much of a problem. Now, I do say that with having had a 360 only as early as, I believe, 2011. So I had not owned a 360 in 2005 when it came out. who knows what it was like then. I'm sure it was terribly different. Now, I didn't even have broadband internet in 2005. I still had dial-up, so there was no way I was going to have a next-gen console. I was just going to keep on rolling the PlayStation 2 until, you know, eventually I get some better internet and I do get a next-gen console and I do play it online or whatever. But before that, I wasn't online, so I definitely wasn't going to be having a next-gen console back then, what we called a next-gen console. But nowadays, I bought my Xbox One so much earlier than I bought my 360, which I guess led to maybe not as good as software development, because they've continued to improve it, right? And they'll continue to improve it in the future. And I bet 5 years after the Xbox One came out, I'm sure it'll be just like the 360 was 5 years after it came out. But the fact that party chat doesn't work, and the fact that the interface, everybody complains that the interface is slow. Now, it's a complex interface, but with the, I think with the specs that the system has, I do believe that they could get that interface running smoother. This whole snapping an app, I snap the friends list, and it's just slow. It's not nearly as fast as the 360 friends list feature was, and I just kind of wish we had that old feel of things. Now, the overall power of the system, you know, the gameplay that you're seeing here is better than anything I could pull off a 360, so it's definitely an improvement in that manner, and I do appreciate the graphical difference, but it's the overall interface, the thing that I have to deal with no matter what game I'm playing, that most upsets me, that it's not really improved. But they're working at it, and I believe in the future, you know, they'll get there, but I don't think they should be sidestepping onto doing, you know, customizable wallpaper backgrounds before fixing things like party chat, fixing things like the slowness of the friends list and things like that, where you snap an app and it's just slow. So those are things that I hope that they can improve going forward. And a lot of people were saying, so which system should we buy, the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4? I would still tell you the Xbox One. Brandon, if you remember him from way back, he actually just got an Xbox One finally. He had a PlayStation 4 since release, just got an Xbox One. Devin did the same thing. He got the PlayStation 4, then got an Xbox One as well. So people are definitely buying both of them. I do feel like the Xbox One is the better deal coming into the holiday season with that $350 bundle with the 2 Assassin's Creed games. Definitely is an unbeatable price, seeing as you're getting a new game and a little bit older Assassin's Creed game along with the entire system. There's also a similar bundle of that with Sunset Overdrive. Of course, you don't get 2 games, but it's the same price getting Sunset Overdrive instead of the 2 Assassin's Creed games. So those are definitely 2 great deals, and I don't think that Sony can really compete with those deals right now. I know the PlayStation 4 started out cheaper, but I don't see it continuing to be cheaper. You look at the PlayStation 3 versus the 360. The real reason why I bought the 360 was simply because it was cheaper, and I was going to go along with whatever was cheaper. So I bought the 360 because it was cheaper, and I would buy an Xbox One today simply because it's cheaper. I waited until it went down to $400 to buy it. This way it was even with the PlayStation 4. I didn't want the Kinect. So I still feel like even at $400, I got a decent deal. Now it is $50 more. I didn't get 2 Assassin's Creed games, but I don't feel totally ripped off because I got some awesome fun in on it over the summer, and it's nothing I would have, you know, felt like I wasted an extra $50 on. I wouldn't really play 2 Assassin's Creed games. If you'd play Assassin's Creed though, definitely that $350 bundle. Even if you wouldn't play Assassin's Creed, that $350 bundle coming into the holiday season is a great deal. I expect that to hit around $300 on Black Friday. I've seen it around $320 so far advertised on Black Friday. So I do expect it to be the cheaper option and thus the better selling option. And I think that Microsoft's just going to continue to pick up steam, especially heading into the esports season with Advanced Warfare. They're going to be playing that obviously on Xbox One, and that's just promotion for them going forward. So without the draw of free PSN, I feel like PlayStation is going to start to slip up here and lose the lead. Now, I do not know sales numbers on either system. I did try to find them. I could not find them. However, it did top 1 million in the UK, I guess now, for the Xbox One sales, but I could not find precise sales numbers. So overall, though, I would still say the Xbox One is the better system, despite the slowed interface and, you know, the difficulties in party chat. You do have to remember the system's been out a year, and it's going to continue to be a work in progress. Now, the Master Chief Collection, a bit of a disappointment so far with the online, but those are just things like we have to see through. I'm going to wait around, and I'll eventually get that. I think the system's still worth it if you're a Halo fan, that it's going to be a playable game eventually online. I think it actually already is, and by that point in time, when I know that it's solid out there, I will go ahead and get it, and I'll feel like I got something that I couldn't get on PlayStation. So that's my opinions, guys. Xbox One still the greater force of the gaming industry, in my opinion. I do expect the sales to top the PlayStation 4. Now, in my other prediction, somebody brought to my attention the fact that when I did predict pre-Advanced Warfare release that there would be Mountain Dew DLC on Advanced Warfare. That did come true. I've actually gotten a large majority of that actually from various Mountain Dew caps and whatnot. So that prediction of mine did come true. I think this one's going to come true too. The Xbox One will be the greater system this holiday season. I said it here first. This has been a long video with a fairly decent gameplay, believe it or not. I'm going to get the heck out of here, guys. Tomorrow is Monday with the disappointment of no new VGHS episode, as there'll be no more going forward. So, guess I'll be playing some Advanced Warfare on Monday for the first time in weeks. True disappointment, guys, but if you've stuck around through this entire video, I'm pretty impressed because I don't know how to upload too many 10-minute videos. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.